This is the Barbados Today evening news for Thursday, January 11. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. The National Union of Public Workers wants management of the Treasury building to allow workers to remain off the job for the next few days while they determine the cause of the environmental problems there. On Tuesday, workers at the Accountant General's office, which is housed in the Treasury building, were forced to abandon their stations due to a pungent odor. The workers' representatives, the NUPW, was called in and has since been in dialogue with management. Giving an update on the situation this morning, the General Secretary, Rosalind Smith, said there needs to be a proper assessment of the building before the employees can return to their jobs.
I would expect or ask the management at least to allow the workers to remain off the job at least by tomorrow, so that those persons who carry out these investigations would have a free range of the building. To me, the building that has been causing a lot of problems over the years because of the way it's built. It encompasses all the vehicular traffic, all the carbon dioxide and things like that, and the maintenance is not as it should be, because if you're in that kind of environment, obviously there should be a regular maintenance of the building. Years ago we had persons, I think one officer had died from, working in that environment. And that way take serious issue to persons trying to split hairs with having the workers come and report and sit outside. To me, that's a waste of time. Allow the workers to be off the compound, look at the issue seriously, and try to have it rectified. And at least by next Monday, our police should be in a better position to know exactly what is the real condition of the building.
Some businesses on the South Coast are taking government to task for what they say is a failure to adequately address the sewage problems for over a year. Earlier this week, the Ministry of Health announced there were 35 suspected cases of gastroenteritis in the area and said they are increasing the number of environmental health officers to monitor the affected areas. Sade Douglas, who operates Lauren Marketing with her mother, Dion Cox, told Barbados Today that some potential visitors have already cancelled their flights to Barbados following advisories issued by the US and Canada. And Monica Boland, who manages Stream Bar and Restaurant, says she is not satisfied that health officials have done enough to address the problem.
I think they need to give out some form of advisory on what is happening, because nobody has actually come out and said, this is what is happening, this is what we're doing to rectify it. You are getting reports from all sorts, and I don't think the Ministry of Health is actually very involved, and I think they have to get more involved.
Meanwhile, the fallout continues over the ongoing sewage problems on the South Coast. The United Kingdom today issued a travel advisory warning its citizens to avoid the affected areas. It says there are leakages in certain areas as a result of a breakdown in sewage pipes. The UK advised its nationals to avoid coming into direct contact with raw sewage and follow normal hygiene precautions. The US and Canada have also issued similar warnings to their citizens. In other news this evening, one man is nursing several stab wounds following an altercation with another man on Marhill Street. Police say the incident occurred after 2 o'clock this afternoon. According to reports, the men were involved in an argument when the unnamed man, who appeared to be in his 30s, was stabbed multiple times about the body. The assailant subsequently fled the scene.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell, says he expects the country to be removed from the European Union's blacklist of tax havens by the end of this month. Grenada was among 17 countries, including 4 from the Caribbean, to be named on the list last month. At the time, the EU Council of Ministers said St. George's did not sign or ratify the OECD Multilateral Convention on Mutual Administrative Assistance as amended and did not clearly commit to addressing these issues by December 31, 2018. But in the island's defense, Prime Minister Mitchell said Grenada should not have been included on the list since it has met all the conditions required. The Ministry of Finance had issued a statement indicating the country's high-level commitments in that area. Dr. Mitchell says he expects the country to be cleared following a meeting of the OECD's Financial and Economic Unit on January 23rd. And on the international scene, protests across Pakistan today following the rape and murder of a 7-year-old girl in the district south of Lahore. There is widespread anger over what the public says is the authorities' failure to investigate such cases. This is the 12th such murder in the town of Kasur in a year, and it has raised concerns that a serial killer may be on the loose. CCTV footage has since emerged showing the girl named Zainab being led away by an unknown man. 2 people were killed on Wednesday when police fired at angry protesters, and a local resident said schools, offices and markets remained shut in the town today. And finally, Walmart has announced it will raise entry-level wages for its hourly paid employees as it benefits from last month's tax overhaul. But on the same day, the company announced layoffs as it closed many of its Sam's Club discount warehouse stores. We get more in this Reuters report.
America's largest employer is giving its workers a raise. Starting in February, entry-level employees at Walmart will earn a minimum of $11 an hour. Others may get cash bonuses of up to $1,000. The staff payouts are the result of the recent U.S. tax overhaul. Walmart is expected to see massive savings and says it wants to share the benefits with its workers. But there's something else going on. Reuters correspondent Nandita Bose.
They're saying they want to give, what they're getting back to their employees. Now, there's another side to the story, which is, how tough the labor market is, right? So Walmart was at $10 an hour. Target, on the other hand, announced that they're going up to 11 just a couple of months ago. So Walmart has to stay competitive. So they had to do it. The tax bill made it easier.
The U.S. unemployment rate is at a 17-year low, hovering around 4%. Wages are rising, but slowly. Walmart's move follows companies such as AT&T, Wells Fargo, and Boeing, which have all promised to pay employees more after Republicans in Congress slashed corporate tax rates. Retailers such as Walmart are expected to benefit greatly because a majority of their operations are in the U.S.
And that's the evening news. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good evening.